Welcome to Hacking Self-Storage. I am your host, Dean Booty. This show is all about self-storage, what works and what doesn't in this ever-growing industry. Hey, Store Nation, good morning, good day to you, good evening. I hope you're awesomely well in this COVID-19 era that we find ourselves in. Today, I've had a wonderful chat with Laura Brooks from Boxwell. Boxwell are an American company who supply the American drive-up self-storage units, the ones with roller shutters, etc. I think they look absolutely stunning. So I got Laura on to talk about them today, and we go into loads of different things, the cost of them, what's the difference between containers and these, and just to make it even and fair, what I'm going to do is get somebody from the container industry as well to come on and talk about containers as well. So then you can basically make up your mind. Do you want these Boxwell units, these roller shutters ones, the American drive-up units, or would you prefer a container? So that is why I wanted to speak to somebody from Boxwell, because we're about to invest a lot of money in some either new containers or the drive-up units. And I personally wanted to get Laura on and talk about the pros and the cons, and I'll be doing the same for the containers as well, because I want to document the whole journey here. And so whatever I choose, I will be documenting it for you guys. And so yeah, I'll get somebody from the container industry. I'll get them on hopefully by next week, and so we can compare notes and see which one and which route that I am going down. And hopefully then you guys get some value if you're looking at purchasing some outdoor units. Anyway, enough talking, Dean. Here's Laura Brooks from Boxwell. Okay, Store Nation, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Laura Brooks from Boxwell. Laura, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate you coming on.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This is a great opportunity to, learn more about the industry there in the UK, and then also share what we have to offer as well. So I greatly appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And how's the coronavirus over there? I know we spoke briefly before we press record, but if you just tell the listeners how you are.
Yeah, thanks for asking. We are actually headquartered outside of Boulder, Colorado. Yeah. And, so far so good here. We haven't been hit too hard, and everyone is doing well, healthy and well. So really grateful for that. The sun is coming out, and, spring is blooming. So, with the mountains and everything that Colorado has to offer, it's not too shabby of a place to be, during this situation. So grateful for that, for sure. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're a lot like you. Yeah, we're in an area of the UK which isn't too badly hit. And I always say that if your friends and family, the nearest and dearest to you, are healthy, fit and well, then you know what, you can't really complain yet. Business has slowed down, but we're very, very fortunate to be in the self-storage industry. My revenue has gone it's literally decreased around about 15%. So it's not too bad. We're lucky.
Very much so, yes.
So Laura, tell the listeners a bit about yourself, your current role, and give us a little glimpse of your personal life.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned, I live just outside of Boulder, Colorado. I work for Boxwell, and we are a custom manufacturer of portable storage containers or relocatable storage units for the self-storage industry and the portable storage industry. And I've been with Boxwell going on three years now. And I am new to the self-storage industry. When I started, I come from medical sales background, did that for, most of my career. And it's totally different than, being in the medical field, but I have loved working with self-storage operators and storage operators so much. I mean, everyone that you meet is just so humble and nice, and most people, have been in the industry for a long time, and just really, really great people to work with. So it's been a really fun transition. And storage itself, I mean, what a great industry to be in. typically recession proof, and, everyone's doing well, and it's still just growing like crazy here in the States for sure. I don't know about you guys in the UK, what's the industry's like there, but just, still very strong here in the United States.
Yeah, I mean that's I love this industry because I know every other industry will probably say we have the best industry, but people are so nice and
Yeah,
helpful. And when I was starting out, I could literally pick up a phone and people were willing to help out. When you go to conferences, again, people are willing to talk and share exactly what they
right.
do and how they do it, which I just don't see in other industries.
Right. I agree 100%. It's really amazing. I love, how forthcoming people are, with information, and, they're excited about it, which gets you excited about it. They found something that, for a lot of people, this is kind of like, their retirement plan moving forward. And it's, going really well for them. And so it's fun to get them excited, which gets you excited. And, now I'm working for a company that offers a great solution for a lot of self-storage operators. So it's, it's a really fun industry to be a part of. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, so let's talk about Boxwell then, because
Yeah.
it fits in perfectly for me then, because as we've already spoken about previously, I've got a large car park that we're actually fitting with containers at the minute. So maybe you can come in and help out on that. But firstly, I just wanted to say that when I was doing my research for this podcast, I heard that obviously you set up in 2015, and Rodney, the founder, he doesn't actually look at the hours that people work. He's totally flexible. And I quote, "Come to work when you're ready." What is that all about? That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, hence why I love this job in this industry. Yeah, no, he's great. I mean, Rod has been in the industry, for over, I think, 12 years now.
Yeah.
And yeah, started Boxwell going on 5 years ago. And we've just been, rocking and rolling ever since. And it's, that kind of attitude that just creates like the company culture that we have, which we really take a lot of pride in. And, everyone just works hard and does what they need to do to get the job done. And I think essentially that's, what he's saying. Like, if you're not self-motivated, if you're not, if you don't have it within you, it's probably not going to work. But if you do, this is going to be a great fit for you. And he is an athletic enthusiast. So he is always out, bike riding, trail running. He and his wife are, huge outdoor enthusiasts. So his work-life balance is very important to him.
Yeah,
And
that's awesome. The
yeah,
company culture is so important to me as well. And I remember when we first connected, that I actually looked on your website and I saw a video, and it just really shines through the fact that you guys all seem to care about each other, and it really resonated with me.
yeah. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you felt that way, because that's really what we were trying to convey is, just get people to understand like who we are and what we're about. And we're not just, another company just selling another product. Like, we really care about the people that we work with. And, like I was saying before, they're getting excited about what they can do with our, product, and we're getting excited for them. And it's just really fun to help people grow their business, expand their facilities, and, make more money with Boxwell units. So it's just been a great opportunity. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, brilliant. So tell us a little bit about Boxwell and what is it and
Yeah.
how does it work? I mean, to me, it looks an awesome concept. I'm really excited to actually talk to you guys about it. So if you could just tell us a little bit more about the company and
Good.
what you
Yeah.
provide, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so essentially we're providing a fully customizable portable storage container.
Yeah.
So we are actually manufactured by two of the world's largest ocean container manufacturers. So we follow their same manufacturing guidelines. We use the same high quality steel that goes into ocean containers into our containers.
Yeah.
So basically what you're getting is a, solid steel construction, basically a lightweight version of a shipping container, but one that's more aesthetically pleasing too. So, smooth walls, not that corrugated look. We do have a corrugated roof, which is one of our biggest selling features and kind of differentiates us from what else is out there in the market. But that's going to allow for good runoff from rain and snow. and those sort of things. But it's basically a portable or relocatable steel unit that is equipped with fork pockets. So the beauty of these is that you can get around a lot of zoning issues if a self-storage facility is looking to expand their facility and add more units to their property. This is a real cost-effective solution way to do that. We can do all sorts of different colors and customizing to match a traditional building. So once you line all these units up, they look like a traditional building.
Yeah.
But you get around a lot of zoning issues and permitting because you can place these on any sort of level ground. And because they're equipped with fork pockets, technically you could move them if you had to. A lot of people don't and just use them as fixed storage, or drive up units, but you could move them if you had to. So, our lead time is 10 to 12 weeks. In 10 to 12 weeks, you could have brand new units ready to rent, ready to go. So just the flexibility that these units give you, and also the cost effectiveness of, what we can provide, is really just a great solution for anyone looking to add, more rental units to a property.
Yes.
We can do all sorts of different door configurations. Our standard unit comes with wing doors. However, we have partnered with Janus to offer roll-up doors as well. So, that's another option. We can do, doors on the side, doors on the ends. We can help with site layout, and
Yeah.
these containers are relocatable units on a property. So we really just also not only just selling the product, but try to be a resource to help you in any way we can, get these to you, help with layout, and any other services that you need as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's the biggest difference then between shipping containers? They're very, very popular in the UK, shipping containers, and your product?
Yeah. So again, I mean, the strength and durability is there. As I was mentioning, we've partnered and we manufacture with two of the world's largest manufacturers of those shipping containers, but we're a lightweight version of that. So, and the fact that we can, fully customize the container as well. So, and we can do that at the plant. So there's nothing that you have to do after the fact when you get them on site. So it's not a used product, everything's custom made to your specs, made in our manufacturer, and then shipped directly to your facility. So, the main thing being that the walls are smooth. So again, it has less of an industrial look.
Yeah.
Do different colors and, customizing to match your existing facility. We can also have a lot of, different upgrade features. So whereas the flooring, we do use, kind of like what ocean containers use. We use a 3/4 inch marine grade plywood floor that's treated on all sides. So it's non-slip, non-toxic, but we also have a diamond plate flooring option as well. We can do a fully galvanized container. That's another option. So right now, just the walls themselves are galvanized and then painted white, but we can also galvanize the roof, the corners, and the base of the container. Right now, we just copy the ocean container style of painting. So we can do, custom colors on those pieces of the containers. So really just the fact that you can modify and have it ready to go, on site is a big selling feature. Is also, it's not as heavy as an ocean container. So it's not as cumbersome to, get on site, move around if you had to. The doors, being that they're lighter weight, even though they're very strong and durable, are going to be easier for a lot of people to open. So depending on your clientele, that's an option. Again, we've got the roll-up door option. We also have the ability to do a fully insulated container. So that's an option as well. And then also compared to ocean containers, we have the containers are vented. So we have vents built in to allow for some airflow. Yeah. And then standard now is to apply an anti-condensation spray on the inside lining of the roof. And that's a military grade product that goes, and it's very minimal. It's like a 1/4 inch thick.
Is that like Graphotherm?
I'm sorry?
Is that like Graphotherm?
I'm not familiar with that product,
Oh,
but
that's
this,
just what we use in the UK for
okay.
containers.
Yeah, yeah. So it's basically almost like if you're familiar with like a truck bed liner spray, it's a little bit
Yeah.
of texture, but it's very minimal. So it's not like a thick foam or, anything that, it's not, doesn't look nice and neat. But that just gets, it's a thin layer that gets applied to the inside lining of the roof, and it's highly effective, for condensation. If you have areas, with big temperature swings where that might be of concern.
Yeah, we're in
So
the UK. We definitely have that.
yeah, and humidity and all that.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I tell you what, Laura, you've literally I've got so many questions, and I keep writing down a question, thinking, oh yeah, I'll go on that, and then you close the loop, and then you open another loop, and then I think, right, I'll ask a question about that, and you closed it. You've literally took every single question.
okay.
One question that I have then about the insulated units, and do you
Uh-huh.
have to insulate them, or are they okay for sweating and condensation without that?
Yeah, no, you don't. So it's really just, kind of up to you. I mean, like I said, the anti-condensation spray is highly effective,
Yeah.
for any type of sweating issues if you live in that sort of area. But we ship these all over the world. So we've shipped these, way up into northern Canada. We ship them to Australia, the big island of Hawaii, and other islands. So they're it's not necessary. Some people, just like the insulation, and that's fine. And then we've got some people that do. I just want to do the roof insulated just to keep it a
Yeah.
little bit cooler. Fine, we can do that too. So the fact that we can do, all these different custom options is really, a nice feature. So it's not necessary, but some people just prefer that. And one thing too, I just want to mention, before forget, just getting back to the strength and durability of our container as well, is that it can handle snow loads really well. So we can handle, 60 pounds per square foot of snow load on the roof. They're also, wind resistant of 120 miles per hour, and they can handle inside 10,000 pounds on base. I mean, you could actually stack these, just like you would an ocean container, but 10,000 pounds on base, which is, very strong, very durable.
Yeah, I mean, in the UK, do you know what? There was a lack of options when it comes to outdoor storage, and I still believe there is now. One of my friends, he's a fabricator welder with all metal, and I've been telling him for ages that his company should start doing something like this.
Yeah.
And he's actually is not really interested at all, because I met somebody in Vegas about 3 years ago, and they were
Okay.
from Scotland, and they went all the way to Vegas just to speak to you guys, or not necessarily you guys, but
Right.
about somebody in America, about getting some of these outdoor units shipped over to the UK, because apart from the containers, which we have, I mean, I have a container yard, and I've got 14 containers on my other indoor self-storage facility, which are great, but I also understand why people don't like to use containers and like the option of something else. So there is really
Yeah.
a shortage in the UK. Have you supplied anybody in the UK?
Yes, we have. And I can't remember off the top of my head the exact location. I'd have to look on our map, but we absolutely have. And like I mentioned before, I mean, we've shipped these, Israel, Canada, just all
Yeah.
over. So we love to ship a lot more to the UK.
We'll see if we can help you out on that. So I
Yeah.
see from I see from your website, then you have a number of different products for storage. I love the drive up look, like the typical American ones. Is that the main product you do, or is it like the container as well? What's the most popular?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that again? My son is knocking on the door.
Oh, you're okay. We know what it's like to work from home in the
I
coronavirus.
know. I know.
I've got a 5-year-old, 4-year-old at home. It's
Oh my
literally
God.
a nightmare to work from home. Yes, I was just
Yeah.
saying, from your website, I see you've got a number of different options, a number of different products. I personally like the drive up ones, a typical American one. And I see
Yeah.
you do the containers as well, the single containers. What's your most popular one?
Yeah, it really depends. So our largest container that we offer is an 8 by 20. So that's, 8 feet wide, 8 feet high, and then 20 feet in length.
Yep.
And depending on, what you're looking for, if you want smaller units, what we can do is add partitions to the container and multiple doors, on that container. I mean, we've done, all sorts of different configurations, which is great. So whatever, your demand is, and also, what you want for your facility, we can do. So it really just kind of depends, you know, um, on your layout and what you're looking for, whether you want that full 8x20, do you need 8x10s, do you need 8x5s,
Yeah.
any of that we can do. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that answers perfectly. Yeah, and they come flat packed then, don't they? And we've got to
They
assemble them ourselves.
do.
Are they
Yes.
easily to assemble?
Yeah, they are. And just another beauty of the product is that they are very easy to assemble. When I first started with Boxwell, I was actually going out to these deliveries and helping, put these together. So it does require a forklift. So you need to be able to operate a forklift. But other than that, it's a drill, 24 nuts and bolts, and they're up and ready to rent. Each unit can take anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. So they go together really fast. As you mentioned, they are shipped flat packed, and we can fit the 8x20s, we can fit 12 inside of a 40-foot high cube shipping container. So that's how they're sent to you. And then once we get them on site, yeah, they go together very easily. The walls are already attached, they're on hinges. So it's just a matter of, using that forklift, take the roof off, putting the walls up, putting the corner guards on and bolting those down, putting the roof on, bolting that down, and that's it. You're ready to go. I
Yeah.
will
Sorry, go
do
on.
have some, yeah, I was just going to mention that we do have some really great videos online on YouTube. Boxwell Sales is our channel. And we've got some great videos that shows, several self-storage facilities, some with swing doors, some with roll-up doors, just kind of showcasing the before and after, and also the process of that build. One other thing I'll mention too is that we always send, as part of our service, a Boxwell representative out at the time of delivery to assist with, unloading and kind of walking you through the build process. So that's part of our service as well.
Wow. So even in the UK, you do that then? Somebody would
Yes.
come out to the site?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. For every first order, we do that. We provide that.
Wow, I didn't actually know that, but I mean, I was going to actually say that because when I thought, oh no, you've got to self-assemble them, I genuinely thought it looks a nice product, but it's probably going to be a bit too hard for me to do and a bit too much messing around. And then I watched your videos, and when you say 20 to 30 minutes, it really is just a simple. It's almost like it's foolproof. Even I believe I could do it, and I'm terrible at things like this.
Right. No, anyone can do it. If you can operate a drill, you can do this. Now, you may need help with forklift.
Yeah.
I don't know how to operate a forklift, but other than that, yeah, it's very simple. That's great. And just the fact that, our lead time is 10 to 12 weeks, in 10 to 12 weeks, you could have brand new units ready to rent. You don't have to worry about, permitting and what's been hard over here. I don't know about over there, but, people that were in the process of permitting for traditional builds, I mean, all that's been on the back burner because of, people working from home and, government workers not being in office and they're being furloughed. So, everything's just been delayed, delay after delay after delay. So this is just such an easy solution for, meeting the demands of your storage facility and getting more units ready to rent.
Yeah, is that 10 to 12 weeks even shipped to the UK then as well?
Yes, it is.
Whoa. And just a follow-up question about the level ground. My facility, it starts to go down a little bit. It's not bumpy or lumpy or anything like that. It's just got a nice gradual, it just goes down. So I don't know how else to put it. Is that a problem?
Yeah, so really, I mean, just for the doors, you want to make sure the ground's level. So if you need to put like a railroad tie or something underneath to make it level. And again, it's kind of hard without seeing it, to really make that call. But you definitely want the ground to be level, so that everything functions, the way it should be. But and that's kind of the beauty of these things is that any sort of, ground, it's not like, as you know, with ocean containers, you don't have to you don't have to pour concrete in order to make these work. Pea gravel or shoot, some people even do, dirt and grass. So it's really up to you. But sometimes, just to make it if you need to put, whether it's a concrete block or, railroad tie or, a shim, something underneath to make it level. That might be something you need to do.
Yeah, that's what we do with the containers. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a massive difference, but what we do is put maybe
Right.
a block of wood underneath just to make it level. And so it's
Yeah.
better for the customer because you don't want the unit to be going downhill at all, or, any of the belongings to fall over or anything. So you
Right.
just put a bit of
Yeah.
wood under and that does the job.
Shift.
So I presume that would be enough for you guys as well, would it?
Yeah. So tell me about, so you said you've got a container yard. What are some of the pitfalls for you or the benefits of, containers for your facility?
Well, what we did because when we first opened maybe 8 years ago, I was going to have containers, and we've got containers on the site, but I wanted to have insulation. I wanted it purpose built. I wanted electric roller shutters. I wanted lights inside, and there was nothing like that around that I could find. So I found a company who is quite local to us, and luckily my dad knew the owner, and he designed us these units. However, that they've been built. They're absolutely amazing. There's nobody in the UK who's got anything like this.
Oh,
However, the cost, when I've gone back and asked to order some more, they've literally said, Dean, we actually lost money on
right.
supplying you with these, and they've gone up 4 times as much in price,
Oh,
which I can't justify it at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you look on beverly24.co.uk, the units are beautiful. They're insulated, they're ply lined, the electric roller shutters, the lights inside. It really is. They really are nice units. But it's not worth the investment to shell these out anymore. So they look nice, but that's the problem now. When we do look for extra facilities, and we was going to have the whole of half an acre of land at the inside self-storage. Was going to have half an acre of these outdoor units. They were a lot like the American drive-up units, but we just couldn't. It wasn't cost effective for us. So that's why we got 14 containers. And don't get me wrong, containers are absolutely fine. We've got a great relationship with the people who supply us the containers. They're actually coming on the podcast as well. So for me, there's nothing wrong with containers. It's just giving the opportunity for you guys to have a look at it and see if it might
Yeah.
work better for other people as well.
Right, absolutely. And just, getting back to, you doing all those modifications, the fact that everything can be done, at our plant, at the manufacturer, so that when you get it on site, it's ready to go. It's really helpful because here, there are a lot of companies that will do modifications to shipping containers, after the fact.
Yeah.
Again, the cost involved, it just, just like what you are seeing with your insulated containers, it just renders it ineffective, financially. So
Yeah,
this is a
exactly.
really great option.
So I know that everybody's thinking, okay, right, come on then. How much are these? And I know it's a case by case basis. It's really hard to say, but is there any indication at all you can tell us a very rough costing for price?
Yeah, so really, I mean, and this would be in US dollars, but you're looking anywhere from like $21 to $26 a square foot US. And
Right.
that's, again, that's a range. It just depends on the modifications or, the options that you go with.
Is
But
that square foot? Is it?
yeah, per square foot.
So
Swing
it's not
doors.
actually that bad. Then I expected it to be more expensive, to be honest, and that's including shipping.
I can charge you more.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you could. Is that including the shipping as well? And I know this is
That
a very
does,
rough estimate.
yeah, that does include the shipping. So
Excellent. So
yeah.
if people wanted to get in touch with you, Laura, or Boxwell themselves, where would they go?
Absolutely. So just you can go online to boxwell.co, or I can be reached at laura@boxwell.co. So I can either email, go on the website. You can send in, an inquiry for, quote, and fill out all your information there. Again, like I was saying, we've got lots of great video and content on our website. So feel free to go there and then also reach out to us via the website or my email, whatever works.
Yeah, we'll put a link to all that in the show notes as well. For me, it comes to a very, very simple decision. I believe that these look so much nicer than containers, but then
Mhm.
again, to offset that, containers are cheaper. And so do you want to pay more to have a better look, or do you want to go more cost efficient and buy the containers? And for me, there's no right and wrong, but I do believe that everybody should have a look at these, because I think you'd be surprised when you actually get to the website how nice these actually look.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think what you have to consider too, I mean, just getting back to prices, does that include any of the modifications that you're looking for? And then also shipping them to you. We include shipping in our cost, and we can get 12 units, to your door ready to rent in 10 to 12 weeks. So those are, other things that you just have to factor as well.
Yeah, that's actually a great point with shipping, because we can get containers between 1,600 and 1,800. This is pounds. This is UK pounds.
Right.
But then you're paying $250 to $350 for delivery, depending on where you are in the UK as well. So yeah, it's really interesting, the pros and cons. And do you know what? I think competition just makes the industry better, and it makes everybody's standards better as well. So I think it's great that you guys are looking to come in the UK and supply more in the UK now as well.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Well, we look forward to it and look forward to doing, business, hopefully with you and all the other self-storage owners out there.
Yeah, so to finish off, Laura, what we do on the podcast is ask 5 questions for fun, 1 sentence answers, and let's get going then, the fun round. So what does what does your perfect day look like, Laura?
Oh my gosh, perfect day would be hiking in the Colorado mountains.
Ah, sounds awesome. And what time do you normally get up?
I get up between 5 and 6.
Whoa. Yep, same here. What's the best advice you have ever received?
I've been blessed to have lots of good advice. I'm the youngest of 8, so I get lots of advice from lots of people in my life.
I bet, yeah.
Open to opportunities.
Yeah. What's a daily habit that contributes to your success?
Yoga. And then
yoga. Right. Okay. And
recommend. Back to getting up in the morning. I like my time, an hour to myself.
Oh, do you know what? I've on the Motivate Me podcast, I've just recorded tomorrow's special. And I said exactly the same thing. For me, I get up at 5 o'clock because nobody comes down until 6:45 in my house. And that for me is sacred time. I absolutely love it. Recommend 1 book.
Oh my gosh. I have been reading lots of kids' books lately. So Potter and Charlotte's Web. Very popular in my house right now. But there is a great book out there called It Starts With Why.
Yeah, I read it.
But it's just, getting back to the company culture and, really just talking about why you do what you do and how to, show people that.
Yeah, I've read it. It's a fantastic book as well. And I've also been reading loads of kids' books. And last night, my personal favorite kids' book is The Gruffalo.
Oh, nice. I haven't read that one.
Yeah, he's great. Well, Laura, thank you so much for your time. And I'm sure that many people will give you a call on the back of this, and certainly check out your website and YouTube channel.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you all stay healthy and well out there.
You too, Laura. Thank you.